Senate Bill SB 1010. Short title, Recount Requests, Amount, Bond, Procedure. This bill is introduced by Senator Mesnard, and it will be heard in the Senate Government Committee on the 21st, which I believe will be Wednesday. And this bill has a companion bill in the House with similar but not identical provisions. Basically what this bill does is that it increases from 2% to 5% the portion of the precincts that need to be counted when hand count is executed. So that is significant. It more than doubles the amount of precincts, or I believe in the bill itself, it's not the precincts, but also depending on the situation, it could be a percentage of the votes.
Right.
Again, it is a good bill because it increases the amount of data that we have in trying to determine whether the machines are working right or not. And so it's definitely a good bill, but there's more to it than that. And folks, again, we say this all the time, you have to read the bill if you want to have an opinion on it, okay? And we suggest that you should have an opinion on it. And in this case, it is a yes, but don't take my word for it. Read the bill and then you'll know why I'm saying yes. And if you disagree, well, you disagree. But Archie, there's more to it than that.
There is, yes, a bunch more to it than that.
Well, I hope it's not a bunch because, you know, we have
well, I mean, but it depends on your outlook on it. I mean, I think there's a bunch more. HB 2039 was, in essence, the same thing. That is, you know, it's amending Title 16602, which provides for automatic recounts on certain types of elections. As I pointed out to you when I talked to you about 2039, 2039 does not increase the amount of precincts to be counted on presidential elections. Well, 1010 does. It increases it from 2% to 5%. All right. There's also a provision in which, you know, the number of early ballots that come in, it increases the amount of ballots that will be hand counted. So you've got those two corrections. But then there is another provision in 1010 that's not included in 2039, and it provides for those elections which are not subject by law under the statute as it currently exists to requiring a hand count. It provides that if an individual wants to contest the outcome of that particular election, then they can request a hand count, and they're required to post a bond sufficient to cover those expenses if their hand count is not successful. So, I mean, this 1010 just goes a couple of 3 steps further than does 2039. In any event, in my opinion, I think both of the bills are an improvement to our existing circumstances, and in my opinion, they both need to be supported, and you should contact the standing committees on this and request that they be approved.
In an ideal world, what we would have is a situation where the Senate bill, SB 1010, the one that we're discussing now, is approved, and the House bill is dropped. In other words, in reference to the Senate bill, because it is more complete. However, in a real world, it could be that all we can get is the provisions of HB 2039, and we would not be able to get all the provisions, the extra provisions that we find in SB 1010. And that's the rationale for supporting both bills and see what happens. We are only on the second week of the legislative session. In about 2 or 3 weeks, we will know what the chances are of one bill advancing versus the other, and we can give you a little better idea. But as of now, we are recommending that those people who are inclined to contact their legislators, and I hope it's everyone who's watching, we recommend that they request that the Senate Government Committee and the House Government Committee both vote in favor of advancing both HB 2039 and SB 1010.
Correct.